side of it, which I'm sure does not help, but it's done this before. Like, one of
Alexander make a 40-foot vertical leap to kill a bitch. Oh, actually, it is 40 feet. Holy shit.
that is, Ween, I cannot stress enough how that is not vertical.
It goes up.
Well, maybe in your like ridiculous castle story math, it is.
Maybe this is slowly sloped. This is like nicely sloped here.
It is.
And then this is sloped here too.
It's all level with the water.
How would you know, Derek? In my mind, I can imagine how I want.
He's got you there, Derek.
How? Yeah. How would I know?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know I was being railroaded with my imagination.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ!
What is this railroad joke?
Ween didn't know he was talking to the. Ween didn't know he was talking to the creator of this map. Jeez.
You think this is how the creators of D&D think about this? Like, no, this is the rules that we made. God damn it. Oops, I didn't mean to draw that.
I don't think so, because the first line in the book is like, this is just a guideline. You can do whatever you want.
See, I can do whatever I want. It's vertical.
No, I can do whatever I want.
I mean, I say this with all the love in my heart for you. I don't think you should be allowed to do whatever you want.
When you do have the energy of someone who would eat glue if you were allowed to do whatever you want. Just to see,
so
just to see what it exactly, just to see what it tastes.
What if
Or
it's
just to upset us on a visceral level, like you know what would really upset my friends?
This whole time.
And what if these kids are onto something?
Oh, Tide Pods.
They start chewing on it.
The reason they don't want you to eat the Tide Pods
Conspiracy.
is because they're so delicious.
Yeah, that's it.
I feel like this is how that started.
Carly, would you eat a Tide Pod?
Hi, Carly.
No.
You already know the answer to that.
No.
What if it was on a forbidden pizza?
What is a forbidden pizza?
Pizza made with Tide Pods.
Pod.
Oh. I thought you were gonna say pineapple.
No,
like that
pineapple
pickle
on pizza is delicious, and I will not have this discussion.
I love pineapple pizza.
I think pineapple's disgusting.
No, Derek.
You're incorrect.
He's not. Let him speak.
But when I
Oh,
when I googled
never says that.
forbidden
Yeah.
pizza, apparently there is a Reddit that is just called Forbidden Snacks. Because I was looking for the forbidden pizza, which is a pizza made with Tide Pods. Yeah, apparently there's just a Reddit called Forbidden Snacks.
What are some
And
of the forbidden snacks?
forbidden pepperonis, which are mushrooms.
Nipples.
What?
A lot of them are like super inedible things, like forbidden puffball mushroom, which is the back of a spider that looks like a puffball mushroom.
Oh.
Oh yeah, Aya and I have forbidden cocoa puffs.
Oh yeah.
They're
They're
like
like
for
rabbit food?
Leica balls, which are for plants, but they look like cocoa puffs.
They look exactly like
Oh.
Cocoa Puffs. I want to pour them into my mouth every day that they're in my house, but I don't because it's dirt.
Oh,
Every
It'll
day.
turn the milk brown too.
I
I'm
get to
not.
count the
This
forbidden ice mint.
this is very gross, so I'm gonna stop looking at this subreddit now. But there's forbidden Dippin' Dots, which is somebody who had whipped cream cheese that got moldy in a way that turned it into.
Oh, no.
I think I've seen pictures of that. It does look like Dippin' Dots.
Very gross. Anyway, the other reason I came and I saw this is when I googled forbidden pizza. Somebody made a kiwi pizza,
Mm, mm-mm.
and I
Questionable.
don't think that would be very good. But I'm also like, I feel like I want to try it.
Isn't I would think that kiwi's a bit too. I guess it depends on what you. But I would say
Mushy?
kiwi's a bit too mushy and tart for a pizza.
Yeah.
As much as I
Hey, have
don't
you
like
seen the
pineapple on
pickle
pizza, I
pizza?
do understand it. Like I understand why you feel the need to do this, but I can't like emotionally support you.
Shay, have you seen the pickle pizza?
No.
Oh,
But I have had a hamburger pizza, which usually has pickle pieces on it.
no, this is just cheese and pickles.
I had a hamburger
Divine.
pizza once and they didn't put tomato sauce, they put ketchup, and it made me really
Oh.
mad.
Oh, God.
It
The
can't be
God
ketchup. It's
damn.
got to be a more neutral sauce. Like it
gotta
also
be-
can't be like tomato sauce. Sometimes works and sometimes it doesn't. But like usually a more neutral sauce is the way to go.
Just give me the pizza
Just-
sauce. I can have a pizza sauce hamburger.
I
Well, that's
am
called a pizza
probably
burger.
the most adventurous pizza eater in this friend group. I would try the pickle pizza.
Oh,
One
I
of
would
my favorite
love the
pizzas.
pizza pizza.
One of my favorite pizzas is a barnyard pizza, which includes potatoes.
I've had that before. It's pretty good.
Shay, we should get some weird pizzas.
We should get some weird pizza the next time we
Oh,
hang out.
I had a pizza that had like fig, bacon, and what was it, goat cheese on it? It's
Big
absolutely wild.
bacon.
That sounds
I guess Sue and I'll
delicious.
just starve as the least like adventurous
we'll-
eaters in
we'll
this friend
get
group.
I'll get you a bag of cheese.
No, we'll get you a safe pizza as well. Like there will be safe pizza options for
We'll
people
get
who
you
are
a
not
cheese
adventurous
pizza.
Alex
That is
also
my
is not an
favorite pizza.
adventurous eater. So like there's plenty of people to eat a normal pizza, but Ween and I are gonna
Plenty
get
of
and
people to
eat
eat.
an entire
Plenty of
adventurous
people
pizza
to
by
eat.
ourselves.
You
Yeah.
freaks.
Oh my god. Get you some Ritz crackers, pizza sauce, and a bag of cheese. There you go, guys.
Just give me a
Big
goddamn
pizza.
Lunchable full of lead at this point.
Man, I used to
What, you don't want
devour those
Mr. Beast
Lunchables.
and Logan
No,
Paul
I'll
and
eat the lead.
KSI, I think?
Is there lead in it?
Lunchables got removed from school lunches because they had the lead in them was too high. Everything has lead in it,
Whoa.
but the lead in Lunchables was way too high.
Uh-oh. That explains a
Uh-oh.
few things.
So so that's why
Cancer.
yeah, so this is why like Mr. Beast and they're like ours is healthier, which I guess is true, but I don't
It's not because
it's not
prime
that much
like
healthier.
the prime electrolyte drink had lead in it too.
Yeah.
What?
And the Mr. Beast chocolate, they all have lead in it.
So which Lunchable, though?
No, but
Like, when we growing up, had lead in it.
All of them.
Uh-oh.
I think it was a processing issue.
Yeah.
So
How
like
much
it
lead,
probably
though?
has been rectified
More than recommended
over the legal
amounts.
limit. Yeah, over the legal limit, Peter. You
Enough
know,
to
I
have the
have
government step in and say stop this.
You know what I learned recently, and it was from a shit post on Twitter, which I really didn't love. That I had to learn this. Have you seen the Corel plates?
What?
I'm not sure
That
I know
have
what that
lead in them?
is.
Like
The
steam
Because
what?
it was just it's a dishware alternative. It's not quite like it's shatterproof, but feels
Oh,
very ceramic-y. Like it's
Cornell?
not. No, Corel.
Oh no, I think I know what you're talking about. Maybe I'm misremembering how it's spelled, but it's like the really thin porcelain-looking dish set, right?
Yeah, it's like a polyurethane
Okay, now I'm just
kinda
getting shirtless men. What the fuck?
material. It's not
I'm sorry?
I need to add
anyway,
an E, otherwise it's just someone's last name.
Mhm.
it's Corel with 2 L's and an E on
Oh,
the
yeah,
end.
this is like the 70s.
Anyway, their highest lead testing dish pattern that I saw on a fucking shit post on Twitter that's like, when you eat off these plates so you can get brain damage from the lead poisoning, those are the plates my dad's family had at their house every time I ate over there.
Oh.
So I've been eating off of those plates since I was a baby.
Oh, we're all so fucked.
We're all fucked. Say, I've had Lunchables at least 3 times a week in elementary
Oh
school.
yeah, like we're all like I am
Kyle
so
still
full
eats
of
Lunchables. He's
plastics.
definitely 50%
I
lead.
also I ate Lunchables as recently as like 2021 because I went through a phase in very early COVID where I was literally eating like a 5-year-old child with autism.
Kyle never left that
Like
phase.
I just like
Kyle can survive
I was
lead.
chicken nuggets. Like it was like chicken nuggets or chicken tenders or some sort of like processed chicken food, which also is definitely putting a lot of plastics in my body. Lunchables, rice-a-roni. Like I was eating just like I was not
That was
I'm
a
still
San
not eating very
Francisco
well,
treat.
but I was eating really, really bad back then. But
Microdosing
that plate,
plastics.
I think the plate revelation was just so funny because it was from a Twitter shit post, literally about people who were eating off those plates and getting lead poisoning. And I was like, oh,
Mhm.
because I
That's
guarantee you they
me.
also still use those plates.
Mom,
I
part
haven't been
lead
over at
now.
my dad's house in a few years, but I guarantee.
Well,
Did
they
you
the ones
tell
that
him?
were affected by the lead issue? 'Cause, I mean, I imagine they don't have as much lead in them anymore now.
But he has an old set of dishes.
They are definitely like my grandma, like they belong to my grandmother.
Hmm,
They are the dishes.
unfortunate.
Yeah, they are the dishes.
Or
Sometimes
Pa,
it's better to replace
get the
those.
lead dishes out.
It's
We
like
got
having
company
the
coming over.
fucking what's the fucking cup? The antimony cup. Fucking ass. Yeah, this is
Y'all are
good to
so
drink out if you
smart.
got a tummy stomach ache. It's just a cup made of antimony. It'll make you throw right up.
What's antimony?
Antimony.
Something you should not eat. It's
Does
an
it look
element
pretty like a
that'll
Tide
also
Pod?
Shit, dude, I thought
it,
that's what she got when you got divorced.
it'll make you throw up if you drink it or eat trace amounts of it. And it was a cup literally made of antimony. You would put some water in it, let it sit there for a little bit, and drink it because the antimony just leached into the water, and you'd throw up and feel better.
Yummy.
But like obviously something that makes you vomit like that may not be good for your body. So people don't do that
Will it make me a
anymore.
skinny legend though?
No,
Oh,
that cup will kill you.
I will be a skinny legend.
But will I die skinny?
Um, you'll definitely be a legend, but I don't know about skinny. Hmm.
What is jump gate?
What?
I don't know. Are we ready?
Yeah, we're
There.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Yes.
Oh, Peter. Who would like to do a recap?
The group went to therapy.
That's true.
It's kind of true, yeah.
We all had individual stuff happen.
Okay.
I mean, I can tell you what I did.
What'd you do, Wayne?
I talked with Harley.
That's
He
true.
gave me a new item. I gave him a fair warning. He's probably not going to remember. And I plucked a feather from him. How would you do that? The end.
All right. Good shit.
We were gonna have a really bad time, but we were protected by the orb, the evocation orb, and the power of the purple dragon, who was my friend. Technically she was all of our friends, but the party cycled, and half of them don't remember her, even
I
if
really
they
know
should.
her.
Yeah, either you didn't meet her at all, or you've forgotten who she was, unless Fox has all his memories back. And Steve never will.
He has a lot of his memories back. We established
He
that.
does. Zokra did say that last time. So maybe Zokra also.
Steve stole 2 horses and left.
Stop.
Never came back with a carton of cigarettes.
No, he only stole 1 horse.
Yeah.
He
It
took Pepper.
became a major issue.
Remember,
Salt.
Derek, they were a bonded pair, you
Mhm.
fucking idiot.
God damn.
This is the important information.
Yeah, I'm trying to make it our therapy session. I'm just trying to add the additional context that like we were gonna have a really shitty time, but we were protected by that power.
Yeah.
And the sunken ones are pissed.
That power was Lily, right?
Yeah.
What's her
Presumably.
her real name's like Elvira?
Elvira.
Is that right?
The mistress of
I'll-
darkness.
Yeah, the mistress of the night, Elvira.
Now hold on, pause.
So I
Because
guess I'm wrong.
Halloween is coming up.
Oh my god. That's
So
true.
she could she perhaps cosplay Elvira for Halloween and do a little one
During
shot
our
for us?
Halloween one shot, she'll be she'll
Yeah,
just be like
yeah.
Elvira.
This is a really good idea, and you're welcome to use it.
I probably will actually. It's good. That is a
But
good idea.
it's Elvira. I mean, it's so very close to Elvira, but Elvira.
I was really close.
Hey,
So
it's closer than you describing Asmodeus at any given time. A character you've been talking to for 8 years. Okay, I think that's about it. It ended with all of them were about to kill you, and the crystal that Lily inhabits kind of surged with power, and now you are surrounded by Geldons. And that is mostly where we left off. I think the only other thing is this bitch is indeed sitting up here.
We can see her.
These are kind of waist high walls, so I mean, if you look over there, it is only about 40 feet away, so probably.
We're 40 feet vertically.
Only 2 of us know who she is.
I don't think that's true. Oh, that is true.
That is true.
All right. These 2 will kind of say, well, we got to get to our stands before Arvindil lands. And they'll both kind of bow to you and say, see you at the festival.
Thank you. See you there. Where the hell are we? I checked the group.
So are we flying high in the sky?
You're not. You're actually
Or in the
kind
water.
of. You're in a basically over water.
Hmm.
No.
Just a few feet down is what appears to be a lake. Kind of a small one. This is just a little bit of a lounge area.
Do I recognize the landscape around us?
No, not at all.
Peter is gone. Peter's gone.
He's right there.
What do you mean Peter's gone?
He just said my internet died. Question mark.
Oh.
Oh. Awkward. Oh, those are pretty plates. Sorry.
The lead
Oh,
carcinogenic
lead
plates.
vein.
They're
Those are made
pretty
of lead,
though.
buddy.
I think we might be in the past.
What?
And I have to say this very, 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 very quietly. By our time, all the Geldons are dead. Save 3 that we know of.
Do we need to explain who the Geldons are to Carly real quick?
Yes, we should
So-
probably do that.
Probably the easiest way. In this world, all of the dragons are dead. And their race is known as Geldons, which are humanoids that can turn into dragons. Each of them, they have a... Their leaders are kind of scions of each school of magic. Including a 9th mysterious one that does not align with any of the other schools of magic. The Lily in which they refer to is the School of Abjuration, so she was very adept at shielding and any spell pertaining to the Abjuration School. They had more advanced technology, were very peaceful, and 4,000 years ago, mortals landed here and killed them all.
It did. And the mortals were using the green shit, right?
There's a couple of methods the mortals were using. What's the green shit?
The Radiance comet.
Oh, it does play a part indeed. The Geldons are notably immune to the Radiance.
Good to know.
Which is why all of you are immune to the Radiance.
Carly's not.
That's true.
Well, well, she could be. Maybe she is. Is she? Has anybody helped her?
Look up
Has
with the
Carly had any-
radiance.
Carly, have you had any strange encounters? I'm asking Carly like Carly's her own character. Any
You should
strange
ask in your
encounters?
character.
Seen it.
Oh, it's-
Are you asking Carly the person, or are you asking Elfosina?
I think I was mostly joshing around because I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I would get there in character yet to be like, oh my god, Alpha Zine, have you been inoculated against the crazy holy disease that makes you?
Inoculated.
Did you get the booster?
I don't know if I'd think about that yet, but I might after we see Helena. I'm trying to think of anything else that would be helpful for context.
What killed them off in character?
What?
What killed them? I'm asking Shay, Scout.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, they were attacked by just an army of mortals, who I believe for quite some time had been under their rule, unless Derek changed that.
No, actually. In fact, you would know the south, the armies were led by Asmodeus and the god Tyr to slay a lot of the southern region, and the north was led by Heronius. Which Alexander would have heard in legend that Heronius liberated the land from terrible dragons.
Terrible, you say?
I mean, in Alexander's legends, they're terrible. Are they? You all know, no, they actually didn't really have weapons or defend themselves. I think Alexander even saw a video recording of the constructs of Mirabar absolutely decimating a city with very little resistance.
Yeah. Like the social dynamics with mortals weren't great, if I remember correctly. But
They're not great with 2 members, which was a notebook
I was
found.
gonna say, but then we actually found out that it was just Helena, who is the divination Geldin. Carly, for some context, she's the one who can see the future, and she's also the only
She's
one who's
also right
currently still
here.
alive. She's also right there. She's really bad.
Oh,
She's
that's why you
really
guys wanted
bad.
to fight her when we first
Notably
met her.
naughty.
She
Yeah.
was the Alexander's family advisor when he lived there,
Ah.
and the one that
Still is.
orchestrated it. Yeah, and the one that orchestrated everything that happened.
And the
Okay.
only other Cliff's Notes that I think is kind of important for like out of character context is at the very beginning of this campaign's first iteration, we saved that abjuration dragon and gave her basically gave her the name Lily because she didn't have any memories, and she was our like party companion for a really, really long time until she was taken away by the devil. And then when this campaign rebooted, since we've gone through several time loops, sometimes we save her. This time we weren't able to, so she is technically dead.
God.
Yes. And dead Geldins house a crystal that contains their concentrated power, which is what this
And
purple
that is
crystal
the
is.
thing that was glowing last session.
Got it.
And of the people who were kind of in that original campaign to get really close to her, there was Scout and Fox, and technically Steve, but not really.
Different Steve.
At first, I thought you were gonna say, and then she was taken away by the DM instead of the devil. Just like,
I mean,
both are true.
both are true, yeah. I think that about sums everything up that is need to know knowledge. With that said, what do you want to do?
Did they say festival? Let's go to the festival.
Oh,
Well, no answers to get here, so yeah, I agree. Why not?
I think it's very strange that we ended up here, but I also don't think it's a coincidence. It must be intentional. There must be something for us to find.
We should be careful. If we are in the past, what you do in the past could theoretically affect our future, and for the worse.
I probably could have done without adding another strand of time thread to be concerned about.
Well, given your affiliation, maybe we will get a bit of leeway. Or our affiliation. Whose affiliation? I forget. What's the god of time again? Was it Timor or was it a different god?
You didn't. There is
We
no
don't
god
know.
of time.
Yeah,
None.
There is
we
a.
just kind of have
Well.
a relic that allows us to.
Thought there was someone in charge of time, but I was mistaken.
I don't think we've met
I don't think
anyone
you're
in
mistaken,
game
actually.
campaign.
You may actually remember the Angel of Time is Temporeal.
Oh, that's it.
All right.
Yes, never. Yeah, I think Alexander is right. Be very careful. Little touching things. Best probably to not start any. Let's not start any shit. And pretend that we are guests here to obtain as much information as we can, and hopefully we find the reason for this strange happenstance soon.
30 seconds later.
I was gonna say steps on bug.
They're screaming, crashing. And it's like a zoomed out shot of the building from the outside.
Out of character joke. Hey, is that Ashton Kutcher?
Jesus.
Ashton Kutcher, one of the original Geldens.
Oh, you got rid of her.
She
Bad.
left.
That's a good thing.
I know.
Well, you'll run into her again. Don't worry.
I was gonna say it's a good thing,
Wait,
but also
Oh,
I
not
want to know what
to-
the statue in the middle was.
she is in fact psychic.
If it
Oh.
matters. If it doesn't matter,
it
then.
does actually. You see a bronze rendition of an older, honestly, like an older looking horned dragon.
Now, is it? You said it's a bronze
I would say
dragon,
it
or is
looks
this
more
bronze
like
statue?
this.
Oh, that's cool. I don't like that you have that so easily ready to go.
Well, should you have attacked,
Oh,
things would be different.
that's
The
cool.
sun will be different.
Is that from like a JRPG?
That's from Breath of Fire 3, actually, which is
Oh, I should have guessed that.
a big portion of what my campaign is inspired by. Alright. Moving to the festival grounds. You can go ahead and put yourself down here in the south. This is a little bit bigger of a map.
Ooh. Now, just because there's a lot of like red leaves, is this like is it distinctly autumn, or are these leaves?
Roll nature. Well, actually, I'll tell you confidently, it's pretty warm. You do not think it's autumn.
I don't mean nothing. It was 90 degrees yesterday and there's leaves all over the place.
I does have a point, but global
That's
warming
true.
hasn't happened yet. It's 4,000 years ago, Aya. On the other hand, I have a sneaking suspicion it's about to get really cold here.
What is this?
It's a girl.
Looks like a
Is
little
it?
bunny girl.
I can only see Donald Duck.
I would recommend zooming
Oh,
in.
I see. Okay, it's coming.
Does not
more
look
to view
anything like
now.
Donald Duck.
The blue with the white, and then that's the beak.
Nope.
Oh, this is. Hold on, I gotta scatter all these NPCs with my eyeballs.
So this place is much fuller than the NPC limit I have. But rather than just filling it in with a bunch of bullshit, I have just highlighted relevant ones. Momo from Breath of Fire 3 says looks like Donald Duck, which I think is baffling.
Zoomed out with my eyes squinted.
Me using the lowest possible resolution for this image. It looked like Donald
Looks
Duck,
like
Derek.
Toe to tip, that's a duck.
It's really the white pants and the blue tunic.
As you guys walk up here, this gentleman approaches you and says, "Greetings. Welcome to the festival. I can't say I've ever seen you lot before.
Hello.
Where do you hail?"
We're here on the invitation of Alvara.
Oh my goodness. So young and already has so many friends. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Falgar, the custodian of this, well, region, I suppose.
That name sounds familiar.
Yeah, you know he is the Conjuration Dragon.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Of course. Help yourself to anything. We have plenty of wares from our various cultures, and the ceremony is going to be a while, and Orvendil shall be here soon, but till then, feel free to peruse. If you have any questions, just let me know.
Thank you.
Oh, and be sure to sign our guest book. And he'll point you up to here.
Oh boy,
Uh,
that seems like one of those things that isn't really important, but is in fact going to
Oh
butterfly.
yeah, I
us
was like,
into
don't we should
something.
not sign the book. Absolutely not.
We should definitely look at the book.
And he'll just come over here and just kind of chill.
How crowded is the
It's pretty
festival,
fucking
actually?
crowded. Again, there was a time where I was just throwing icons on here, and I'm like, all these icons are people that they're gonna recognize and think are actually here, so I cannot do that. So
No, that's
only the
legit.
relevant
God,
NPCs are
Chris
highlighted.
Maloney.
I could have put him here.
Oh my god, if you just put all Jim Carreys on here.
That would be its own distraction.
Any member of the bunch is not truly here. Merely a distraction.
Well, I'm gonna go check out that book.
Yeah, maybe we should sign it to not to be rude, but if we do, we should use fake name.
You could just sign at the attendance of the head of abjuration. That should be fine enough. I fear what kind of name Jan might come up with.
I really don't think we should sign it at all.
Jan, as you walk up, you see a lady with the body of a snake,
And
or rather
huge
the
snitties.
Oh,
Yeah.
her.
absolutely fat snitties.
Nice snitty.
Oh.
Dressed
this
in
Snake
magic
Chan?
regalia. It is not Snake Chan.
Oh.
But it is a character that looks a lot like Snake Chan. I mean, it's a Naga, so.
I was really hoping it was gonna be Snake Chan.
But she will say, "Well, hello, visitor.
Hello.
Feel free to sign the temple guest book."
Don't mind if I do.
Oh, jeez.
I'll flip
Alright.
through the pages slowly.
Yeah. Jan, can you read Draconic?
You know the answer to that. Oh wait. Let me look at my spell list. I think I have comprehend languages, and I do. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me put my glasses on.
Glasses probably cast spell right in front of her.
Why can't I do that?
I mean, you can. Go for it.
Might be a reason I picked it up soon. So yes, I do speak and read Draconic now.
Excellent. Roll me an investigation.
Takes about 1
If you
minute
wanna
to read
find
one
notable
page of
names.
text. So I'm
Correction,
a
we-
very slow reader.
You do not speak Draconic. You can simply understand and read it.
Um,
If you try to speak Draconic, it will still come out as Jan doing a very bad imitation of Draconic.
Now the
The
other
Overbird
question is,
dilemma.
can you write in Draconic?
I don't. You can read and understand it. I think comprehended language
Oh, I
does
know,
not
you
provide
can't write
any
it.
other.
No.
well,
Yeah.
you said investigation?
Yes.
Yeah, 12.
12.
You can just copy something else someone else wrote.
I could
A
do
name that sticks out to you, written in perfect Draconic, is this.
Ah!
Oh, subtle.
Back away.
Zachary Bailey.
All right. I find a blank page to start signing.
Alright, what do you sign?
I don't know. I didn't think this far. I thought someone else would come up with me.
We were discussing if it was a good idea to sign the book or not. So
And just kind of wandered off.
Well, top of my
Maybe
list of
someone
names I'll
pays
remember
him.
that I probably know how to sign is probably Harley Birdman.
Oh no.
holy shit.
Alright.
So, does anyone see this? Does anyone witness this happening?
Now I will say, Derek, the last time I left my name somewhere or someone's name, it caused a giant shootout in front of.
It absolutely did.
Is Derek supposed to be stopping you right now? Is that what you're implying?
I
As
just-
the DM, is he
if
supposed
it
to be
happens-
guiding you?
It was not my intention for that to happen,
Well,
and it's not my
well,
intention
gee.
this time to happen.
Ween being like, well, my character would pull the trigger. It's not my intention to start a shootout, but he would pull the trigger.
So DM, are you gonna do something about that?
Yeah. So, Derek, you gonna stop me? 'Cause if you
You're gonna do it, big
don't-
boy?
It's gonna be a
Come
whole
on,
shootout.
go ahead. You better kill me in one shot.
It's a weird
Yeah, as it-
angle.
You write Harley Birdman, pass the book back. She looks at it and roll me an insight check.
Ooh.
Has common
nice.
been invented yet?
No. Not at all.
Great.
I discovered it. 23.
23. 23 is enough to know she is confused. You see
Oh.
her brows furrowed. She's like kind of
Oh.
turning the pages every kind of way. She's like,
I would ask her. is
very
something
interesting
wrong?
signature.
Oh, I'm not very good at signing. I never was very good at writing.
I mean, truly, Abjuration is known for their calligraphy.
Well, I'm just a friend.
Fair enough. Well, nice to meet you. And she'll call you Cran Cran. This is the closest approximation that she can get.
Yeah. Cran. You got it. And what was your name?
She will say Cheryl.
Cheryl?
Just Cheryl.
Cheryl. Okay. Cheryl, I should let you know that actually translates to Harley. I just want to help you with that.
I'll make note of that. She takes out a small tome from one of her pouches and begins to write a little bit in it.
Nope, that's what I see as I'm walking up the path here.
You get the overwhelming sensation that she just thinks you can't read or write.
Well, have a lovely time at the festival, Cheryl.
Oh, you as well. I'm here as staff, but if you have any questions at all, just let me know.
Excellent. La la da da da.
Jan, what did you just write in that book?
Oh, like I said, a fake name.
We're gonna go up and see that you've written.
And
Well,
Sorry.
it may not even be worth the trouble looking to see what he wrote.
Does anyone else go up to the this is a guest book.
God, I really want to. I want to know what happens if we sign an earnest
I know.
so bad.
I kind of have an idea for how I want to sign. But Alexander really doesn't think we should. But if everyone's gonna do it, then I guess he would do it too.
And I would say this is not. You know, this is not truly a trip to the past.
Do
Um,
we?
Well, I guess roll me.
I guess we
Roll
could
me an Arcana.
extrapolate. Like, we could extrapolate from the fact that everything else has been
Oh, an illusion.
like it's in that because it was like because Alexander's boyfriend, who he seems to trust very much, was kind of like, well, it's real, but it's not real. Like, I'm me, but I'm not me.
Oh, I
Yeah,
meant
you
to
got
show
that.
them that.
Almost everybody got that impression. 'Cause I think I mentioned that by quite a few people. Like even Gordon was like, "I think this is a dream or something."
Yeah. So
Are
maybe we
are
can
we trying to?
extrapolate from that.
Are y'all discussing if this is real or not?
I think
Sure.
we're discussing if we should like sign the book, and I guess if this is real or not can bleed into it.
I would show Harley's feather just as evidence. Like, I think it's kind of real.
And you do have Harley's feather.
I think that's more proof to be cautious.
Peter,
Yeah.
what are you looking at over there?
I'm gonna check out the these guns.
Oh yes. You see a small, or actually a rather tall rabbit lady say, "Oh, hello. Have any interest in our weapons? These are brand new. Kind of inspired by, well, honestly, a lot of these are on loan from the Fae, but they've been given an old Gelden charm.
Now, are these normal firing devices, or do they have some additional oomph to them?
Well, all of them have been modified by me, so they have a lot of extra oomph to them.
Are you able to do any demonstrations?
Yeah. Should pick up this one, and you would see her pick the gun up, and you'd actually see her raise her other hand and conjure just a stone statue this big, and she will fire it, and a green laser turns this to dust.
Now I'll be.
So this one took a lot of work from the evocation school. This is our disintegration cannon.
Now I think I might know a party member of mine that might be able to put these to use. How much would one of these cost?
She will look at you curiously and say, "What? Oh, like, well, we go by trade.
Yeah, what?
Have you been to a festival before?"
Can't say I have. Not on this side of wherever.
Roll deception.
That I haven't been to a festival?
No,
Out of wherever.
you have she would refer to a festival as like a Gelden festival.
Oh, yeah, which I definitely have not been.
Definitely have not been to.
That's 18 on the die. That's a 28.
Well, she got a nat 20. However, a nat 20 does not beat your 28.
Let's go.
And she would say, "Oh, it just must be different down there. I couldn't help but overhear you said you're friends of Alvara."
Oh yes, that is our patron who's invited us here.
Oh wow, so official. I gotta say, when I was her age, I had barely any friends.
Well,
But
she's got ambitions and a large social network that expands past the confines of this area.
that's very specific. And she would say, "Well, we do say we barter up here. You trade a good of yours, and I trade a good of mine."
Well, I can't say I have anything of a particular value that I'd be willing to trade up at the moment, but I'll talk with my friends and see if any of them got anything.
Of course.
I appreciate the demonstration.
Anytime.
I would go over to Fox and say, "You like guns, right?"
I mean, sure. Well, as much as the next person, I guess.
You should check out that stand over there. You got a good assortment of things that might do a little more than that pea shooter of yours.
Pea shooter.
Wow.
All right. Well, fine. I'll see what they have. Can't imagine their wares are that good.
You might be surprised.
Pea shooter. Fox would eventually wander his way over there.
Fox, we will get back to you. Does anyone else go for the book?
I would go there next.
Okay.
Sign in.
What do you sign? She'll
Well-
say, "Here you go."
Thank you. And I would open up my warlock eyes to be able to read as well.
Okay. You also can roll me an investigation.
$17.
You also just see Zachary's name.
I kind of freeze as I see it.
As you do that, she would say, "Oh, something wrong?"
Nothing, not at all. Are all these visitors from today?
Yes.
And I imagine they're is this? Let's see how big this map is. This map is a lot bigger than when I first put it. Is this the only area where there's guests at the moment, or?
There are guests all over.
Alright.
Now that said, just having a brief look around, you do not see Zachary.
Okay, perfect. I'd ask, there wouldn't happen to be a little map or a guide to like, wherever everything is and where I can find different stalls or attractions?
She would say, well, not really, but she'll actually just kind of get up higher on her little snake body and kind of point at stuff. And she'll say, this here is the enchantment booth, which is run by Celine. This is kind of the food court. It's a bakery. I don't know. I'd check it out. There's a lot of food there. Some good stuff. It's totally free for all of the festival goers. She would say this is a tailor. They make clothes and yeah, there's not much else to it. She would say they make enchanted clothing for the most part. This is the divination booth. And she would say that is run by Helena. And this is a conjuration chamber. And she would say this currently is off, or not off limits, but just like not in operation at the moment.
No, I appreciate the information.
No problem.
I go to the last page and I see Harley
Yeah.
Birdman.
You see Harley Birdman written in very fragrant common.
I'm just gonna like write in a random name. It's like a Retsy random name generator. Oh wow, this was not as
I'm
easy
use
as
my
I thought it was gonna be.
I'm gonna use my favorite random name, which is Bobson Dugnut from the NES baseball collection.
Okay. I also just did like a random name search, like generator, and it came up with Fox Bobby.
Never mind, it's Fox Bobby.
Bye-bye.
What a catastrophe name.
What a
Writing
weird
Fox
name.
Bobby while we have a fox in the party does crack me up.
Yeah, no, that's really good. It's Fox Bobby. Or is it
Fox Bobby.
like Fox
Fox.
Bobby?
It's FOX.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'm just writing Fox's name, which is like even worse than what Chad did.
Oh no. Oh, there we go. Okay. Anyone else go to the book?
No, but did I hear her giving the introduction of like where things were?
Yes.
All
If
right.
not, I would have told. I would have gone back to the group and kind of
Please stop him.
spread information.
I'm just gonna peek my little fuzzy head in first.
Okay.
So there is something that I want to write in the book, but I guess since I can't write in Draconic, I'm not sure.
You think
But that
Scout
would-
just wouldn't?
Yeah, and I think she would be cautious, but I think she also wants to like obviously she can't communicate with Lily because Lily's dead, but like Lily has been protected. She was gonna write thank you in the book,
Oh.
but obviously it wouldn't be in dragon language.
I mean, neither of the other ones are written in dragon language, so.
That's a good point. What we should have sold this as is it's our friend's secret language. But I don't think any of us are that clever.
All of Elvira's friends, they're illiterate.
No, we have a code. But I guess she will do that because that's not like. I think that's the only thing she would feel comfortable doing because she does want to express her gratitude, but she also doesn't want to do anything that's going to affect the time flow. So that's what she wants to leave behind.
Okay. You don't want to leave a name, anything?
Ah.
Don't have to. Do whatever your character thinks is best.
Except for you, Ween. Don't do that. How many characters are just gonna put their name up there in common?
Apparently, several of them.
So
I
powerful.
I don't think she'd put a name on it. The only thing that I could possibly think she would do is she would use her call sign. But that would be even worse, I think, for historical reasons.
That would be pretty interesting. Speaking of Alpha Cine,
Yar.
roll a nature.
I am also gonna write in the book when Scout is done.
Oh yeah.
I do have one other question about the book, but I will wait until.
Yeah, we'll wait till this resolves.
Yeah.
11.
With an 11, even with an 11, you are adept enough at plant life. You know that these red trees are trees you've never seen before.
Ooh.
They look very similar to some of the ones on the Sealy side of the Feywilds, but they're not quite the same.
Interesting.
What was your other question, Scout?
So again, obviously, again, I can't read the language. But are any? How should I put this? Does anything in here that is written look like more than a name? Does that make
Roll
sense? Like, is anybody
investigation.
like, oh, I had a great time, blah 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 blah. You know, like obviously I couldn't read that, but if is anyone writing like a paragraph or whatever, you know what I'm asking.
No one has written. I will tell
Okay.
you, no one has written a paragraph. But roll me an investigation.
Okay. That is gonna be an 18.
18 on investigation. You can't read Draconic, right?
I cannot.
You find something that is distinctly in Lily's handwriting.
Oh. Hooray. She gets Steve to come back over here.
You say she could back up there?
Well, that said,
Go ahead. Sorry.
oh, I was gonna say, Steve,
Yeah.
looking at this, you see the words, "The day we lost our god."
The day we lost our god.
Yes.
And you point, like, circle where that came from again?
That is what is distinctly in Lily's handwriting, the passage that Scout points at.
Okay. It looks like it says the day we lost our god. Any idea what that means?
As you say that,
Oh.
the lady here just says, that just says Alfara. You guys really do have trouble reading down south, don't you?
Not our strong suit.
I know what that is.
I know.
I want to say, but I'm not there.
We can reconvene with Fox.
Indeed. Alpha Cine.
Yeah.
Approaching the book. The Sneeple scoots it over to you with a pen. What do you write?
Alphocina thinks it'd be really funny to write her mom's name in Sylvan. So she's gonna write Ariadne. Ariadne Astier.
Can you spell that for me?
Yeah.
Internally, I'm still laughing at Fox Bobby.
Fox Bobby is really funny.
Fox Bobby's really good.
That's a real winner.
Oh. Excellent. Do you write this in Sylvan?
Yes.
At least that one won't be weird.
Yeah, actually, this nurse in here looks at it and says, "Oh, well, thank you very much for coming to our ceremony." And she talks to you in very formal Sylvan. And says, "It's a pleasure to meet you." As a Ariadne?
Ariadne.
Ariadne. Oh, a pleasure to meet you, Ariadne.
Pleasure to
Welcome
meet you
to the
too.
material plane.
Thank you very much.
Of
Could you-
course.
Could you possibly tell me about the red trees?
She would say, "Oh, these are native to this area."
How delightful.
She would say they're native to this area. They kind of need a very specific. I'm gonna actually roll nature for her. Oh my god, she got a nat 20, of course.
You using the blue die for her because she's kind of knocking it out of the park.
I'm
tonight.
actually not. This is the second nat 20 that the Kraken die that I
Shit.
just pulled out of here has rolled.
He just happens to be a hobby botanist. Fine.
She would say this plant is called I wrote this shit a million years ago. would say it is the Hallowed Yew. And she would say it is one of the most powerful spell components for conjuration magic. Hence why the temple is built here. And that said, she would say, you're from the south, right? Looking at Alpha Cine.
Sorry, Tama is
Oh, no.
demanding cuddles.
No worries.
On my time.
It is Tama time. Do you mean the south part of the Sealy Court?
Oh, she wouldn't ask that, right? She would say, "You're well, no, I'm sorry, I misspoke. You're friends with those Southerners from the Abjuration Temple."
I met them just recently, actually.
Oh well, I was gonna say, feel free to take some of those leaves for yourself.
Oh,
Even the leaf on their own can be a very powerful spell component.
Oh, I would just love.
By all means.
Would it be wrong to find, like, a seed or take some bark? Like, I don't want to. Like,
Oh.
I obviously wouldn't damage the trees.
Of course not. She would actually just say, for someone of the courts, it wouldn't even be all that unusual, honestly. Feel free to take whatever you like.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
All right. Alexander,
Yeah.
you've been showing up here for a little bit.
Yep.
As you are showing up here, you see two very tiny dragons kind of duking it out.
Oh no. I wanted. Sorry.
Oh, no,
I wanted
I'm
to. Okay.
I'm just saying this is something you see on the way up there. Now, as you open this door, which I assume is what your plan was.
Yeah.
Okay. Opening it. She would actually just say, "You can come in, you know."
She looks exactly the same.
Looks exactly the same.
God.
I am the scion of divination. I can see that for some reason you hold a animosity towards me. Though I'm not sure why.
Oh man. I think he's gonna follow his own words. He's been through a lot in the past 2 days. Doesn't want to do anything that may fuck up the future worse. And he's caused a lot of trouble unintentionally. He did want to see if it was her or not.
It's definitely her.
Okay. I hold no such thing. I'm gonna stay at the edge of the door, though. Like, I don't step in. I just have,
Roll
like,
a
the door
deception
open.
check.
Yeah, I saw that one coming. That's crazy.
I hold no such grudge, you say as you stand very pointedly at the opposite end of the room.
Yeah.
I did think about just closing the door.
That would be funny
Sorry,
as fuck.
was looking for the bathroom. Goodbye.
Deception?
Yeah.
Sorry, 18.
18. She would say, well, individual who holds no grudge, do you care to get your fortune read?
I actually know my future in its entirety.
Hmm. Oh, that must be quite nice.
It isn't.
Why not? She would say.
Because someone will seek to do great ruin to my homeland and kill all the people that I love and use them like puppets.
I think she would retort with, and someone will kill everyone I've ever known and everyone I've ever loved, regardless of what I do.
Then I would say it would be best. This is so stupid, Connor. Then I would say it would be best not to take to reflect your losses on the home of another. Should that ever be an inclination you may hold.
Roll persuasion check.
5.
5?
Yeah,
She says, I'll take that into consideration.
I sincerely hope you do.
Then she would also add sincerely that I can't say that's a decision I'll ever have to make, or I hope not, but you entering this room has opened my eyes.
Then keep them open.
And roll an insight.
Okay. 14.
13 is actually enough to know you do not think this is the same jaded Helena that you met, but someone who has seen something and would do anything to avoid it. But she does not seem vindictive, really. You just genuinely get the impression that she is indeed an older version of herself. This is not the one from your time.
I know. I just don't think.
I just didn't want that
You
to
think
be
her-
not obvious.
No. I understand that I'm bullying a woman that has no idea.
No, please bully
What the
her,
fuck is
because
that?
she has an idea of a future. And in fact, even what she said to you is a little bit of a clue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you continue this conversation or do you back out of here?
I think I would just shut the door.
Okay.
Which I think is more restraint than anyone thought he would have.
That is
Myself
shocking.
included.
Yeah.
Good job, Alexander. I wasn't there, so I don't know, but in my heart, good job, Alexander.
Thanks, Mom.
Okay. Fox. Coming over here to the weapon stand. Memory sparks within you. You've seen these weapons on display at the Gelden Archives.
These are ones that have survived and like were with Maria.
Yes, those were the ones that were with Maria.
Hmm.
Although these look like they're in much better condition, and most importantly, unlocked.
Interesting wares you have.
Oh, thank you. These are Well, these were made with some of the guidance from our Sealy Fae allies,
Do you
just in
happen to
case
know?
we needed them.
You happen to know the name of the craftsman?
Yes, she would say, I believe the gentleman's name was Wayland.
Moyland. I can't say that I've heard of the man before.
She would say, honestly, quite the genius, if I do say so myself. Able to just sculpt metal with his own bare hands.
Interesting. How exactly do these work? Typical projectile, or?
She would actually point to some of the. So this one, she would say. So this one, these are all based on spells. This one has so many charges of lightning bolt. She looks at the pistol. This one is disintegration. This one is a fireball blaster. And she would say this one is something called an accretion cannon. This one's a little bit experimental, but definitely packs an insane amount of firepower. I have heard, however, firing it can put the user at risk.
Risk of what?
About, well, burning to death.
Oh, well, that does not sound quite that enjoyable. And you're willing to sell such experimental goods?
Oh, yeah. I mean, necromancers can just bring them right back. No big deal.
I mean, I suppose that's a very nonchalant way to look at it.
Well, we're immortal.
Yeah, immortal. How much for one of these? Are they for sale?
Well, yes. Well, we don't really trade. We trade made goods.
Oh, I'm not sure if I have anything that you would be necessarily interested in, but is there anything you would particularly be interested in trading for?
No, she would say something that you made, preferably.
Well, I do have this belt, and I have. This would be a little rude, but I did make a magic item. I have the belt of Hill Giant Strength.
Ooh. If you were showing that, she would just look at it and say, "Oh, very impressive."
Oh, if you like that, I also do have this. Pulls out dimensional shackles. Or this mind sharpener.
She would be very baffled by all this. She's like, "Who would you use these shackles on?"
A slippery target.
Like what? Oh dear.
Have you ever faced something like say, how would they? A phase spider, say a displacer beast, any of those?
Oh, I've heard of those.
Well, see,
Although-
this would effectively keep them from jaunting onto the ethereal plane, make them much more like any typical beast you would find.
Roll persuasion check.
Oh man, with my persuasion.
You're all with advantage since this is one artificer to another.
That's a 24.
It's pretty damn good. With a 24, she said, "Well, I'll take the belt and the shackles, and you can take any one of these."
Hmm. Very nice. I can't overlook the disintegration pistol. That does sound fun.
It's a classic.
Oh,
Big fan myself.
by chance, could I get a demonstration of the accretion cannon?
She would say, "Oh boy, sure." And you see her create. I'm just gonna pick a random icon. Say one of these bitches up in the sky. And with her other hand, she's actually going to telekinetically put the accretion cannon here. And you hear a thunderous roar as a blinding red light fires into the sky, basically melting this thing entirely. And even where it pointed at in the clouds, there is a hole through the sky.
Wow. Well, we'll say maybe a bit too rich for my taste. A misfire from that could spell disaster.
Oh yes, that's why I put the forewarning.
I'll take the pistol that just melts holes through most anything.
Okay. Fox, you get a pistol of disintegration.
And if my companions ask, I wasn't here.
Oh, secret safe with me. She does a little wink.
Never mind the fact that there was just a demo of a fucking blast cannon going
Yeah,
on.
literally, it is unmissable, and it sounded like lightning struck right near here.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
What the fuck indeed? Hello!
Fox, are you okay?
Yep, just getting to know the locals. What a display, am I right?
You find something you liked?
No, nothing from me. But anyway.
Why are you being out of
Well.
character? Why are you being such a shady bastard? Goodness gracious.
Listen, the shop owner can't know that those items are gonna go bunk the second I leave. Well,
That's true.
I guess still next morning. Not the second I leave, but like next morning when I decide to make new versions of them, the old versions will become
she's gonna be
mundane.
pissed.
Could let them sit for a while. Who knows?
Amazing.
Listen, we gotta save our timeline, and if that means making one enemy in the past, maybe we need to make an enemy in the past.
He's gonna turn out to be the new villain of the campaign because she was trading shit guns or shit magic
Well,
items.
if she decides to use them before I make new versions, they'll be perfectly fine.
That
it's
would be
only,
really funny. Admit it, if we roll up to the final dungeon and there's just that Donald Duck looking rabbit bitch.
Listen, I'll give you a new pair, I swear, to replace the old ones. Here, take them.
Makes new ones the next day.
Mm.
Still got it.
Sucker.
Anyway, I think Fox being shady is so funny, so Scout probably won't push it in character because she's worried about him, so she probably is just like, oh my god. It sounded like there was there's a hole in the sky. Is that part of
They had some,
division?
No, they had some interesting items over there, and gosh, I hope that's not related.
Yeah,
I don't imagine.
I'm sure.
Uh-oh. Well, anyways, what have you all been
I
up to?
doubt.
Well, for my next trick, I want to see these baby draggies.
Yes.
But
You
Somebody else can go
indeed-
first. Like if Sue is not asleep, or we haven't done Ween in a while, so if Ween has something new he wants to do, so don't come to me immediately. I'm just positioning myself for next time.
Baby dragons.
Sue is indeed in bed. That is a good question, though. Ween, what are you doing? What's Jancina doing here?
I don't know. I was gonna hang out with everyone else.
Everyone's kind of at a different spot.
I know. That's the problem. I don't know. I kind of I'd probably hang out with Steve more than anyone.
All right. That's acceptable. Jan, I think.
Or Alexander to make sure he doesn't get stabbed to death again.
Or Ilja. Ilja's gonna go with
Like,
these vending machines.
Alexander would lose Jan.
Yeah, I'm sorry. He doesn't want to hang out with you.
Shay. You see these two baby dragons kind of sparring. This one is breathing elemental fire, while this one is basically warding it off with a shield. And both of them will turn into these two. Which this one you would recognize as a younger Alfara.
Oh.
This one is someone you do not recognize.
Oh. Our deception might fall apart.
But the crowd around them has kind of dispersed. They kind of shake hands and begin talking amongst themselves. What do you want to do?
Before I approach, I do want to know if I overhear anything. Do I happen to overhear anything?
I guess roll me a perception.
Because I'm kind of nestled around the side. I can also roll a sneak if you want me to. It's kind of hanging out.
Yeah, if you want to be unseen, you can. Roll me a stealth. That's a good point, actually. Oh my god. Hello?
Hello? Hi.
Hello?
Did she just... Oh my god.
Oh
Hey,
my
Dad?
god. Is Shay gone?
Oh, Shay's here. Okay, but
Oh.
unable to speak. I see.
Oh. Hello.
Hello?
Oh,
Howdy.
there we go.
Hi.
Hello, Shay.
Okay, hello.
I thought
Uh,
you were having a Peter moment for a second.
I was concerned because nobody was talking for a while, and I was like, "Oh, did I DC?" But it wasn't. It's just my mic isn't working. Anyway, to sum up that very long sequence, I rolled my stealth, and then I said, "I'm gonna burn a lucky," and with my lucky, I rolled a nat 20, so a 25.
Oh, nice. You are unseen.
And would you want a perception to overhear the conversation here?
Yeah, give me a perception.
18 on the die. Excuse me. So that'll be a 21.
Well, the 21, they kind of just, I mean, they talk back and forth. They seem to be teenage girls. You think, if anything, they're both pretty nervous that they're about to inherit the names of the Scion of Evocation and the Scion of Abjuration.
Aww.
This one will become Phelan, and this one will become Alvara. And they are waiting on Arvindil's arrival.
Very curious about Arvindil. Is he still here?
Yes, he was actually just watching the little
Just
scuffle they
watching
were
them
having.
fight. Okay, that's why I like, because he knows that we're quote unquote friends of Elvara. So I'm like, well, maybe talking to them right now.
He did not roll very good on his perception check, which is good because he would have immediately approached you.
Hooray!
But the reason I mentioned that to Alexander is because also you are up there. Roll me a stealth check if you wish to be unnoticed by this man.
I have to roll disadvantage because I have plate, right?
Yes. Holy shit.
Well,
Can't see anything, can he, Derek?
We'll see how bad Alexander's roll is, but
it's a 9.
9 is not quite good enough, but
Oh darn.
it was getting there. As you are kind of walking in and out of there, he says, "Oh, Alexander."
Whoa.
Or you wouldn't say Alexander. You would say, "Oh, Alvaro."
Oh, Jesus. I don't
This
even
guy-
know Alvara that well. This is super awkward.
He would say, "This is one of your friends here,"
Oh.
and he would gesture to Alexander, "Come on over."
Oh.
He did
Oh,
pick a good
no.
one to find because it's a rabbit and it's a child.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go for my own sake. Full bunny.
Oh.
You
All
got full bunny,
fours.
pussy boobs eyes, little sniffing nose, looking cute as fuck.
This is demeaning as shit, but I know I
Something.
can't fake
I
my
was
way out
gonna-
of this.
Yeah, I was gonna come in and try and help, but I think I freeze when I see full bunny happening. And I just don't think I can embarrass you any further. Like, I can't. I cannot add to this humiliation unless things get really dire. So I will stay here in my 25 stealth.
And then Jan walks around the corner.
So I'm
Alexander.
like
I knew it.
Roll me
a performance.
Roll me a performance with advantage and proficiency.
You
Okay.
have to roll the performance of a bunny.
Alexander does not act like a bunny normally, so this is why it is performance.
I know, but it's funny.
I think he does everything in his power not to act like a bunny.
Yeah. That's a 22.
That's pretty good.
Like instinct.
Oh, I wish this statue wasn't in the way.
Yeah, so I'm like
badly.
on all fours, and I kind of sometimes put myself on 2 with my little hands up, and I'm doing the nose thing, and my ears twitching, and tail
Yeah.
sort of like
Al-
wiggling.
Alfaro will come up to you and be like, I don't know that I know this bunny, but
Or I'm just gonna like nuzzle in to
oh,
her, and
Damn. Full bunny.
oh my god, she's absolutely smitten.
You're like armored, right?
I'm
Yeah.
wearing little clothes. Yeah.
Fancy armor. He's a little knight, you bastard.
Oh my god, I'm crying a little. That's so funny.
She will absolutely give you a little pet and look really happy.
I
Say, well, I guess this
just
could be a present from home, she says.
oh god, I'm gonna I
Reel
like
it a little, reel it in.
I flop on my side. I show her my tummy.
Oh my god.
Oh, no.
She has to rub the tummy. It's not
Yeah.
possible to not do
I
I
it.
know.
This is full animal mode. Okay. She is gonna rub the tummy.
I'm
This is
just
how
gonna
Alexander's
lay.
like assassin version kills people. This
I
is the
have
trap.
not
Is
taken
Scout
this to the
mouth
grave with
a
me.
gape?
This dies with me.
So much respect. This lady also comes up and also starts to pay. He's like, oh my gosh, this is from the Abjuration Temple? And they both just kind of rub your tummy,
I'm just gonna lay
and
there.
this is absolutely humiliating.
Oh yeah, I just have to lay here and I have to accept this. Helena's right outside.
Inside this building, there is an individual living for this moment.
Oh no.
How I
And yeah, she'll say, well, I guess it could be a present from home. Kind of a little pick me up for the big celebration. And he says, I swear this rabbit was talking earlier. Oh, perhaps my age catches up with me, he says.
I just do
And
my.
then-
I get so many belly rubs that my foot is gonna.
Oh
You
no.
Oh
Damn.
God. Oh God.
Alexander completely overstimulated, but finally they do leave you alone.
I gotta. I'm gonna get up. I gotta stay on a force while I'm still in their vicinity, and I'm just gonna. I gotta hop away.
He's like, oh, look at him go.
Oh, oh, not in there. Just gonna go this way.
And Alvaro would probably just say, "Wow, that's I wasn't expecting that, but it was pretty nice, pretty welcome surprise." And she would say, "That is one of the cutest things I've ever seen." And I'll actually go over to Alpha Cine. Where did you go? Oh, right here.
Yeah.
As you're looking at this tree, this individual looks at you and says, "Big fan of plant life?"
Well, of course.
Oh, it's the only place these trees grow. Um, where are you from?
Oh, I am from the Sealy Court.
Oh my goodness. She actually does a little bow. So a pleasure to have you here.
I'm so excited to be here.
I'm glad. I mean, if you're a big fan of plants, we got some pretty cool stuff here.
What?
And she would kind of just, she actually kind of gesture towards her table and also this table.
Oh, this table over here isn't.
These are
Food?
these are plants.
Oh,
They're pretty fucked up looking plants.
oh, but I'm pretending to be my mom. I can't. Can't want to look at fucked up plants.
Who's gonna know?
Who's gonna know? Maybe your mom likes fucked up plants.
Me.
But she would actually say like, well, I've got a bunch of local herbs and just kind of local flowers right here. My partner here has a lot of, well, some more eccentric tastes. And you see 3 pretty beefy carnivorous plants here.
Ooh.
What do you want to do?
Are any of these plants known for their healing properties?
Yes. Give me one moment. She would point to this section of the table and say, yeah, this one is it's called a bubble lily. And you see a large kind of white flower encased in a delicate watery bubble. Says, the nectar here can be used in healing and rejuvenation potions.
Mhm.
But don't pop the bubble. This one's on the more delicate side.
Oh, I see.
If you pop it and use it, it might have the opposite effect.
And what are you looking to trade for this? Would I know
Oh.
that they do trade?
You've probably heard, I'll just say you've heard people. There again, this is a crowded square. You've probably heard people trading.
Okay.
That said, she would say, well, for someone of the courts, please, you just take it.
Oh no, I could never do.
You guys have been incredibly helpful for our people.
Ugh.
I couldn't possibly charge you.
You know I can't just take something without giving something in return.
She would actually look a little embarrassed and say, "Oh, is that like a faux pas?"
Or not a faux pas. It's
Oh,
it's eh,
and then she would say, "Well, what would you like to trade?"
hmm. Sorry, I'm just thinking of like what do I have?
Yeah, it's all right. And I mean, if you want to just have something that you can trade, I'm all right with that.
All right.
You just got to this campaign, so don't feel obligated to have nothing. But Beyonce, you're an idiot. Don't chew on that.
Hey, JC, Jesus.
Oh my god, Ween.
Well-
Yak, 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 yak.
Well, how about a flower for a flower? And I'll pull out a rose that grows in the Feywild.
Oh, yeah, she was saying, oh, perfect. And she would take the flower that you gave her and actually just put it kind of beside her on the little bench.
Oh,
And she will give you the bubble lily. And this is another plant that you know does not grow on the prime material plane anymore.
mm.
Anything else here catch your eye?
Not at this table, but I would like to come to this.
Yeah. As you go to this table, there is another young dragon here that will say, "Oh, now you're taking a look at the more exciting things, in my opinion. A fan of carnivorous plants?
I'm just taking a little gander.
Okay, you see 3 on display here. Roll me a nature check.
Four.
Wow. You have no idea what these are. These are blowing your fucking mind.
I've never seen plants like this before. Could you tell me more about them?
Of course. She'll point at this one and she'll say, this one is referred to as a dancing lady. It's in its infancy at the moment, but it's honestly one of the most dangerous things we have to deal with in the wilds here. It becomes quite the man-eater, as it were. Lots of vines, lots of thorns, giant maw. Very cool. And she moves over to this one and she says, this is the beginnings of a sentient plant. We call it a shambler. And it's actually one that can just kind of get up on 2 legs and move around. And this one here, I actually do not have a good graphic for this. This one actually looks more fucked up than the image would allow. It kind of looks more stickish and tentacly, and you swear looking at it on occasion you can see kind of a red eye peering at you. And she
Ugh.
says this one is called a deep dreamer. This one is let's just say it's from far away, and I wouldn't put it anywhere near your bed.
Does it put you into a deep dream?
No, but it will give you any number of nightmares, and I think it might be able to feed off of it. This is something we found from the, I should actually say the northern mountains. Very rare plant here. Very cool. A little wishy-washy on she seems a little wishy-washy on how safe it is.
And how do you care for such a plant?
Honestly, it seems to do just fine on its own. Well, our supplier has a few of these grown, and they say as long as it gets food and water like any other plant, it should be just fine, but it does seem to flare up if it gets to catch any dreams. And actually roll me a nature with advantage on this one in particular.
Advantage?
Advantage.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. Nat 20. You actually know this is a fungus. And not just any fungus. This is a demonic fungus.
Ooh.
With a nat 20, you know that this thing can grow into basically a psychic psionic terror.
Ooh. And what would you like to trade for the Dream Eater?
Well, she would say, well, I mean, I'm going to give you the same thing that she did. But I know you've got to trade something, so dealer's choice. What do you want to give for it?
I'll give her a rose and a lily
Ooh.
from the Feywild.
She will, just like the other girl, keep them very close to her and looks very pleased with this trade. Carly, should you choose to foster this creature, you will have a combat ally.
Ooh.
I will write down that you took it. Good shit.
Nice. Before the conversations started, could I have collected 10 leaves from the ground and 2 strips of bark from this tree?
Absolutely.
Yippee!
And I would just say you get two seed pods.
Nice.
Alright, I'm gonna use the restroom, but decide what y'all would like to do next.
So, I think I've discovered a loophole. Technically, like I mentioned, the magic item Fox has made don't disappear until he makes new ones. If this is the past, if he waits until we get back to the future to, like, make new versions, technically these older versions would have existed in the past, traveled all the way through time at the normal pace, and would exist in current day if they survive, right? Am I allowed to abuse time travel like this?
If this is truly time travel,
Okay.
you may act however you think you should.
I'm not even saying that's a conscious thought necessarily, just being a clown.
I do think it's funny, but it's a little up in the air how much this is time travel versus other methods.
I guess we'll find out.
Indeed. Means don't be a goofball. Alexander,
Yeah.
as you move back there, you see a massive, and I mean massive gate that seems to be glowing with golden kind of fireflies, just like it is in the image. You see a dirt path leading into the gate, but you do not see any kind of dirt path coming out the other side.
Oh my god. I guess I don't have good arcana. I would do is arcana what I should be? I guess it'd be arcana.
I would say, yeah, that's Arcana.
Oh, 17.
Something's pretty good. You can tell, and actually, you've probably seen these. This looks like a much larger version of the gate that's in the mansion.
Oh. Oh man, if this gets us home, I'm putting a little pot through here. Because I want to get out of this fucking place.
Walking up to the gate, you put a paw through, and this does not seem activated.
So if I go through this, I just come out here.
You just come out the other side, yeah.
I'm just gonna sit down.
You do notice that so the ones at home, you put runes on the sides and it will take you places. This one is barren of any runes for the moment.
Would I be able to remember the runes from home?
Roll me a pretty good Arcana check.
Hey, that 17 was probably as good as I was gonna get. Yeah, this 13.
13. You're not very confident that you know the runes.
Yeah, and that's why I'm just gonna sit down.
Okay. Alexander, as you sit there and you look this way,
Mm-hmm.
in fact, just over the course of probably a few minutes, it's just mist.
Like the mist we've been seeing.
Very similar to the mist you've been seeing.
But you're at the edge of this map.
Right at the edge of the map.
Am I gonna come out on the in a different map?
Are you going to go into the mist?
No, I don't think so. I think I am just gonna sit here.
Fair enough.
I can't get separated from my friends again.
Scout, we haven't heard from you in a while. What do you want to do?
That's a good question. What do I want to do?
What?
I'll talk to these babies so bad, but this guy knows too much. I think. So this is a little crazy.
Mhm.
But I think I'm gonna do it. Can I
Okay.
visit the vending machines?
Yeah.
Which I've probably never seen in my life.
Yeah, you see vending machines. They look to be basically in this order: snacks, cold drinks, hot drinks, hot meals.
Now,
They
are
got
these
the-
like American vending machines or Japanese vending
Here's the
machines?
panty one.
There's no panty vending machine yet.
This society should fall.
But you do see these being powered by a small little generator right here.
Ready to go.
Are these? Are these porta potties?
They are porta potties and a big garbage can.
Holy shit!
That's what's in there.
I'm very curious, and I don't think that this would like mess with anything. So I do kind of want to try a cold beverage.
Yeah. Roll me a D100.
Oh.
Oh. $58.
58. All right. Okay. You get a potion that just says Hawk's Flight. It's got a picture of a little cartoon bird on it going up in the air.
Oh.
It looks like Kirby. It's fucking pissed.
It's an angry hawk.
It's an angry little birdie.
Is it that little bird that's like kept in flight just through spite?
Yeah.
Now, does it look like a potion, or does it look like a cold
What?
beverage?
It looks like a cola.
Yeah, I'm gonna crack that.
All right, you crack it open. I
Grip
assume
it
you
and
drink.
rip it.
I assume, I assume you drink it.
Yeah.
Scout, you can feel yourself able to fly.
Yay! I'm a flying unit now.
Roll me another D100.
Okay. Oh my god, where'd it go? Holy
These are
shit.
these are freakish.
What are you
Don't say
looking
that
at?
when you're making me roll.
This is
Oh,
all this that you
I'm not
came
gonna
up
fucking-
with?
You will not believe this, and I think it should be whatever is on the table, Derek. I think I should get the best result because I rolled a 69.
Nice.
Uh-oh.
I will say 69 on
Panties.
this table is painful lust as a side effect.
Oh!
I will not do that to you, however.
Yeah, do it.
Well, I think I deserve that. If it is the number.
You can indeed be filled with a painful lust.
Now, this is a soft drink, right? Like in a can?
Yeah.
You could just keep it and give it to someone else.
You drank it.
Scout drank it.
Oh, I missed that.
Scout
Yeah,
explicitly
Scout
said he
drank the
gripped
spiked
it and ripped it.
Cialis.
I thought it was just a soda. I mean,
You-
yeah,
You
I'm
can
fine with
fly
being
for an
crazy.
hour and you are unbearably horny for an hour.
What a crazy combination.
That's
It's like
What
being
a
on an
wild thing to have on
airplane.
your table.
that's why I said some of these are freakish, and Scout, of course, rolled the most freakish one.
I rolled the sex number.
You
so
did
this
roll the
is-
sex
okay.
number, so I think
Well,
it makes sense. But you don't have to have that if you don't want to.
no, I can handle this.
Excellent.
It's probably very strange.
It's probably very bizarre. Probably a sensation you've only ever felt that night that you had a sex worker in that old western town.
Very strange. Woo. I feel like, uh-oh, I can hear myself, which I hate.
Sorry, I had to take my headset off for a second. It was dying,
That's,
so I had to put it on the
that's
charger.
okay. Well, I probably feel a little bit like I need a cold shower. What I might do is come down here, because I did see Alexander like hop away when he was doing his bunny performance, and it's been long enough that he won't know that I know.
That's very fair, actually.
So I'm gonna come here and look for him, but I might not see him immediately, and I'm actually gonna pass by this tent, and I'm curious as to what might be here. Does it have a sign out? I noticed that there are like Krispy Kreme like back at it again at Krispy Kreme signs outside all the other places.
Yes.
But this place doesn't have a sign. And also I assume it would be into Chronic.
Funny enough, actually, as you look in there, roll me a perception check.
Okay. Boy, I hope it's something I can fuck. 11.
Oh no.
It looks misty in there. But you can see the outline of something. It looks like a street of some kind.
A street?
It does.
Okay, interesting.
Nothing fuckable that you can see.
Thank God. Interesting. What do I want to do now? Well, I think having seen that, I will become curious about the tent that I can see down here at the south area. But since I'm going to walk in that direction, I will walk by this portal, and I will see Alexander sitting on the other side, and I will
Yeah.
call out to him.
Hello, Lady Scout.
Are you alright,
Ye-
Alexander?
No. Are you alright? You look flushed and sweaty.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Okay.
I am feeling a little out of sorts.
Me too.
Listen, the tent up to the north there, inside it's filled with mist, and it seems there's a road, so I think we may still be somehow physically located in that strange forest. I thought I'd go look at the other ones to see if they match that. Would you like to accompany me? Not to go through, just to see if they're...
Sure. I have to walk on four legs for a while. It's kind of a long story, but it's for the greater good.
the greater good.
The greater good.
Well, I had a very strange encounter with a beverage machine.
A beverage machine.
I didn't even know they made those. But
How strange can an encounter be with a beverage machine?
well, I feel like I can fly, and
Oh.
I end it there.
Scout
think
is looking like a fucking blushy anime character.
Well, after we look at this tent, I would also like to inspect these beverage machines.
If Nicholas rolls a 69, I'm quitting the campaign.
I feel-
That would be weirded
hard
out.
for
Nicholas
Nicole-
showed up.
Yeah, it would be hard.
I'm
for Nicholas
sorry.
To do that there.
Alexander.
Oh, and then I guess if there's nothing else, I will take. Oh my God, what's his name? Alexander down here
Alexander.
to see if this tent is the same.
Roll a perception check.
Yes, both of us, right? 'Cause we're both looking.
Yeah.
That's another 11.
I rolled. Ooh, an 18.
An 11? Scout, it looks really dark in there. Alexander, you can see that there is some fog, but you can actually see the entrance of a cave.
Oh. It looks quite cave-ish in there.
Cave-ish? It's just really dark for me.
Oh, I got rabbit eyes because we burrow.
Are they very strong?
Not usually. In this case, yes.
I guess we can circle back around because I don't know. That seems fairly dangerous. Perhaps we're intended to stay in this area. Alexander, I should tell you, there was a message in the guest book.
Oh,
Written in Lily's hand. It said, "The day we lost our god."
what does that mean? Other than the obvious, they've lost their god.
I have an inclination it may be one of the disastrous events that led everything to go wrong here.
Do you think that's something we're about to witness here at this little festival?
That's exactly what I think might happen.
Oh,
I think
Well
this may
then-
be the last time this civilization was ever truly whole and happy.
well. There's nothing to do but wait for the inevitable and get a drink at the beverage machine.
Well, if you're thirsty, I certainly am.
Oh, well then you can have another one.
I will probably also ask as he is like hobbling along on all fours. I'll be like, would it be better or worse if I carried you?
It would be worse, actually. But
Okay.
thank you.
And then I guess I'll take it back to the vending machine. Whoever else is doing stuff is doing stuff. Perhaps Steve.
Yeah,
Cog,
Steve,
Yeah.
what are you
Someone.
doing?
Well, if Jan and I are kind of walking together, I'm gonna mention to Jan that, one second, name search, that Zachary was in the guest book, and that I want to look for him. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna look for Zachary. Like subtly, not like
No screaming Zachary Banks in the middle
Zachary
of the
Banks.
no.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go
Okay.
from stall to stall, kind of like window gazing, and then keeping an eye out for him.
Okay. Roll me a perception check.
Okay. Doo-doo. That is a 22.
That's pretty damn good. 22, you're confident you don't see him here.
Where could he have gone? And like that includes like kind of peeking into these buildings.
Yeah, honestly, even I'll just unleash all of them. Peeking into these buildings, you don't see Zachary.
It's very weird. I don't imagine anyone's playing cards at the festival in this area.
No. In fact, the only cards you would have seen is if you just peeked your head in here, you would have seen that she had very similar cards to yourself.
I think Steve would want to get his fortune told. That's kind of like a silly thing to do.
interesting. She would say, well, come in.
Howdy, howdy.
Howdy. Looking to get your fortune told?
Yeah, I figure it couldn't hurt.
Let me
I'm a bit of
see.
a person of fate myself, and can't hurt to get another person's point of view.
Well, she shuffles her cards. And she says, strangely, I could sense that on you. Let me see what I can do. What? Actually, she would say, and what's your question? Your query, specifically? Specific goal, event? What are you looking to achieve?
Now, I had a friendship gone south quite a while ago, and I'm just curious to see how it might progress into the future. If there's any sort of reconciliation or, you know,
Okay.
in that regard.
You see her eyes glare white.
Oh,
It is blinding. Roll an Arcana.
17.
17. Let me just make sure this is correct. I just want to make sure the spell she is casting. Okay. Peter. While her eyes are glowing, she would say, may I touch your hand?
I'm gonna stick it out.
Okay. How best to mend it? Peter, she touches your hand. You see a vision of Scout holding a cloth that holds the power of your patron. The cloth itself, you see yourself tracing your finger back to the beginning, to the day the satellite arrives on this world, the day your friend arrives here. You actually see an image of Zachary within the satellite itself, arriving roughly 4,300 years ago. Lily's tie to this team has marked that on the weave itself. You are able to go back in time, truly go back in time, and confront him.
Oh shit.
And with that, her eyes fade, and she looks exasperated. And she would say, it's a very strange occurrence. Normally when I do this, I can see it for myself, but whatever this was a message just for you.
Well,
I hope it helped.
now just to clarify, when the campaign started, there was the tapestry that, or what was a scroll or something?
Yes, the tapestry is a piece of the weave of fate that allows you to basically be reborn every time. Emmerich at the very beginning did say that you can actually use this to travel to specific points in time, so long as you had a connection to that point in time.
Oof.
since you have someone that has a direct connection to that point in time, you can go there.
Okay. Well, with that information, I think Steve would say, I think it might be helpful. I know your ways here are that of exchange. I'm not sure what I can give you for this fortune.
She would say, "Oh, frankly, I didn't see it myself, so I wouldn't even worry about it. Consider us square."
No, I can't just leave you with nothing. So let me do a little bit of fortune telling of my own.
Fair enough.
I take out my tarot cards and do a tarot reading for her.
Oh yeah.
Now, me personally, I know very next to nothing about tarot cards, so I don't know how to
Your
do.
tarot card actually lets you cast the spell divination using one of its charges.
Oh,
So
very
with
bad.
that, you'd probably ask her the same question.
Yeah, I would do that.
She would ask, "Is it possible to save my people from the newcomers?"
I take out my cards, shuffle them a bit, and then reading divination spell.
It's the tower card.
Now, do you want me to roll, Derek, for the
No, I think I'm actually the one who has to say something.
God? What does it say?
Peter.
Yes.
Steve would see visions of... Steve would actually see visions of your group in someplace dark and dank. Horrid abominations are kind of littering your sight. And you feel like this has something to do with her question.
All of a sudden, I get really nervous because I'm starting to think I know who she is. And I say, well, now talk about speechless. What a vision. All I can really say is, you know, a lot of people say the ends justify the means, but you know, the journey is just as important as the destination. So take that into consideration with your future decisions.
Roll me a deception with advantage.
Oh, thank God. I thought they listened. I could only see the one, but it's a 19.
Okay.
So it's a 29.
She would say, "It's a little vague, but I think I understand what you mean. Thank you so much."
Oh, thank you. I think we both learned something about ourselves here.
I think so too.
And I tip my hat and I head out and go look for my friends.
As you exit, all of you actually see a large shadow fall over this area and the massive flap of wings as something lands to the north, absolutely quaking the landscape around you.
My drink.
Yeah, roll me a D100, Alexander.
Okay.
can ends up spilling because the ground shakes when the
Oh,
giant
I think the
dragon
vending
lands.
machine should bump out 2 cans instead.
That's actually
because-
exactly what's happening.
Oh,
I rolled a 27
27. Roll me another one.
Surprise! Both cans fall and they get stuck against each other right above the slot.
of 43.
All right. 27. How did this page fucking close? $27. You get something called the Dream Brew. And then what was the second one?
43.
Oh wow. You got another one called Blade Master. The first one has a little sleepy sheep on it. The other one has a kind of Zorro looking guy with a rapier.
I'm gonna hold both cans out to Scout, and she can pick whichever she.
oh gosh. I don't want to leave Alexander with the sleepy sheepy. What if Alexander just falls asleep like a little sleepy bunny?
Well, I have to roll a D100 for the drink, or the effect of the drink, right?
Well, the effect is there. There is a side effect to the drink as well.
Oh, you're offering one to me?
Well, 2 came out.
Oh, you're so lucky.
Yes, that is what I would describe the past few days as. But I figure, considering the ground just shook, we may die, we may wake up, but we should enjoy a drink together. At the
Well,
very least.
Fortune does favor the bold, Alexander. I will take. Actually, the sheep is pretty cute. Well, wait, how hot is the guy on the can of Blade Master?
Oh, yeah!
Oh, dude. You're moister than an oyster looking at this guy.
Never say that again, but also I guess I have to drink the Blade Master.
You don't have
potion.
to. You could. This is a moral quandary.
Did I just get horny bonked?
I don't know how to make people horny.
That was
in
for what
D&D.
Derek said.
Yeah, we call them snail trails now.
No! God. I'm
What is
leaving
the-
snail
what is the-
trails just thinking about it.
What is the moral quandary, Derek?
Oh, just do you want the I'll give you a wisdom saving throw to avoid taking the horny Blade Master potion.
The Scout do that really weird thing where
Actually,
they put
that's
their mouth
pretty-
around the
pretty damn
entire
good.
opening of the
That's
bottle.
A 22.
22, okay. 22, the Scout, you have your choice of you can take the sleepy BB.
Okay, I'm gonna take the sleepy BB.
Alright, I'm gonna crack open the Blade Master.
Scout just falls over asleep instantly.
So I have some temporary buffs.
Alexander is drinking. Scout's like, isn't the guy on that can kind of a looker?
I'm gonna look at my can and go, I guess.
If that's
Yeah,
what you're into.
By all accounts, he just kind of looks like a generic swashbuckler, but Scout's going
He's-
through it right now.
I like to
He's
imagine
so
it's just
muscular.
it's
Is
Are you-
there the captain in you?
I mean, I'm really not into bandits and criminals and pirates. That's not really my bag.
Enemies of the state.
Now, if he was perhaps a knight, I suppose we would be having a different conversation.
You know, we used to have a swashbuckler in our party, but I think he had a girlfriend. But knights are kind of your thing, huh, Alexander?
Yes.
Shay,
Derek.
you had the sleepy beep, right?
I had the sleepy beep.
Scout just passes out in front.
Horny and sleepy.
Wettest dreams in my life.
I like to imagine that the Zorro on the bottle isn't even like a well-drawn one. It's like a Garfield dressed as Zorro or something. It's just the drunk goggles on.
Oh god. I can't wait for Carly to never play with us again.
Carly might be asleep.
Nah, I'm here.
Hell yeah, brother. Carly, I do hope you're enjoying yourself. I'm sorry.
I'm
this is
having a
all
great time.
deeply in character bullshit. Speaking of, I have doled
Oh
out.
no.
Roll me yet another d20. These are going to both be from Alexander to see the side effects for both of these potions.
Okay. A D20?
or D100?
Oh, I'm sorry, d100.
Okay.
Multitask. My brain cannot multitask at the moment.
That's okay. I forgive you.
Thanks.
44.
Alexander, drinking this potion, how much gold did you have on you?
Oh, I have that exact number. Hold on. It's not very much. It's, where is my gold amount? Oh, 15.
It's gone.
Uh,
You have absolutely no idea what happened to it.
Scout. Lady Scout. I
What
hate
is
to
it,
say this.
Alexander?
I think I've been robbed.
Roll another
wanna bet-
d100 for
By
scouts.
one of the Geldins?
Was
Yeah, I
the-
think by these
Pe-
Geldins.
People that don't use gold.
I rolled a. I rolled a 2 for Scout.
As you say this to Scout, Scout absolutely gets zonked
What?
and falls asleep.
Lady Scout.
How appropriate for the, for the potion.
I,
You may shake Scout awake.
I do put my little paws on her and shake her like Simba does to Mufasa. Like, Lady Scout, please wake up.
Scout, you took a drink of that potion. Alexander approached you, asked a weird question, and you just fell asleep right to the ground. He is now shaking you awake.
Okay. Oh. I'm gonna wake up like I'm having the strangest dream of my life.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey.
and I'm still here.
Lady Scout, are you quite alright?
This man wants to say, "Oh my goodness, is your friend okay?"
I'm not sure. She seems very flushed, and then she just passed out.
I see you've been
Well,
enjoying the
I'm-
colas. They can have fun effects. Can't say I
I'm
found one that made
okay.
me fall asleep.
It would seem that way.
Well, I'm just here to inform you. You and your
What was-
friends have been called to speak to. Oh my god, I keep forgetting his name. Arvindil. He's just arrived in post haste. He mentioned. Well, he described you lot that came here for Alvara.
Is that what was shaking the ground?
Oh, yes. Most certainly.
He must be pretty big.
He's enormous.
Hmm.
Scout's a size queen.
God damn it.
Lady Scout, I pray thee to pull it together.
He's like, yeah, he's pretty big.
All she said was,
Horny pound.
could mean anything.
You said it in a lustfully way.
I'll let him know you're arriving.
Thank you. Oh, he went
I
really
come.
quickly. Gosh.
I forgot that I was that man has now once again seen me talk.
Yeah. I mean, you were still bunny mode, so. Oh
I was
no, he
asleep.
did see you talk.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I didn't even think about that.
Uh-oh.
I did, but I wasn't gonna say anything.
I'm gonna be
Mostly
real.
because I was asleep.
I rolled a d20 just to see what it would say. He, I think, was so taken aback by this individual asking about your party and you passing out immediately upon him and like entering the scene that he did not actually notice Alexander. And if anything, it's because I think he would just attribute anything Alexander said to this gentleman standing right here. He would just assume
Beautiful.
Alexander was just a bunny. It must have been this roguish man. Roguish individual.
Oh,
Holy shit.
that man was so rude. He didn't even make eye contact with me.
Didn't even move his lips.
Well, and Scout is so direct, and she doesn't think about these things unless she's consciously thinking about these things. She might just be like, "Didn't he see you acting like a rabbit earlier?"
I don't know what you're talking about, Lady Scout.
Holy shit.
You're clearly, very clearly not yourself, and I'm gonna pat your cheeks very gently with my little rabbit paws. Like, you need to get it together.
And at this point, I probably do remember that I'm supposed to take this to the grave with me, and will therefore be right. Sorry, I really don't know what's come over me.
Yeah, he passes on that. Do you tell the rest of the party?
Yeah, we
what
should
though?
collect the gang.
Yeah, let's go pick up the other kids. With Jan and Fox down here in the south. I'm walking like I'm on a mission. Hey, you two, so we've been summoned.
For what?
Oh my god, what is his name? I've heard it like 20 times tonight, and I forget.
Dude,
It
I've
goes
also.
in and out my ears.
Arvindil.
Arvindil. Arvindil, who we keep being told is due to arrive any time for the festival ceremony. Well, he's asked for us.
Well, I guess we should best go. We.
And I guess since I'm also on my way up here, I'll grab Alpha Cine as well. Oh!
Oh,
What happened
is
over here?
happening?
Grab
take the
Alpha
most indirect
Cine.
route.
Tell her that big that loud noise was apparently Arvindil arriving. And he knows who we are.
Oh dear.
Yeah, not really sure where this is gonna go. I'm a bit concerned that he's aware of our presence, but this is a very strange circumstance we found ourselves in, so maybe it's a good thing.
What if we just walk in here and it's Garrus?
What if?
That'd be hilarious. Definitely won't be, but it'd be funny.
Everybody put yourselves on the top of this here temple. This is everybody, right?
Jan.
We're missing Jan and Ildur Slayer. So we're just
Ildur is
missing
there.
Jan.
Wayne.
Ween. Huh? What? What?
Self
Put
on
your
the
tile
board.
on the board.
Mm, I don't want to get up.
Too bad.
Oh,
I'm
hello.
sorry.
Before you,
Oh.
you see the biggest dragon you have ever seen. It stands easily taller than the ziggurat you've climbed up, and
Go,
it looks
control
down
your
upon
loss.
you.
Gonna fight
It
this?
says, "Greetings, travelers." For the sake of formality, introduce yourselves.
I'm Prince Alexander Gravenruth of Vesperia.
Oh, we're giving real names.
We're just
Good to know.
throwing.
I think the
There's
jig
nothing-
is up. I think it is so completely up.
And he would even say, "A prince gone before his time."
Oh, it's a scary dragon.
I step forward and I say, my name is Fox Bobby. Your greatness.
Oh.
He would
God
say, "No
damn
need
it,
to
Bobby."
lie, Atropos."
Thank
Who?
The terror of the threads, the severer of fate.
Well, that's new.
Oh. My name is Scout Forsyth. How did you know that we were coming?
Something strange is occurring here,
Why
as
is
I'm
it?
sure you are all aware. You do not belong here, correct?
I probably shake my head. We've got other people who have not introduced themselves, though,
Yes.
so I will leave it there.
He would wait expectantly to hear from the rest.
My name is Alfosine Letesialiaze Astayatubo.
And he would just say, "A pleasure. The Fae have been an ally to us for millions of years." He would look at Fox.
My name is Fox. You can just refer to me as such. Nothing fancy.
I'll keep it between us that those items you traded are temporary.
What trade?
And in fact, he would say, "These people know me as Arvindil. But I should not exist. A memory of me should not exist. This is most curious. Whatever is happening here, whatever has conjured this, remembers the power I hold in approximation and has formed something of a pocket reality. And it, he would say, I I need you all to destroy this as quick as possible.
It's reality.
Yes. This is
You-
conjuration magic taken well beyond the level that normally would be permissible.
That would mean you would cease to exist entirely.
He would actually say, not necessarily. The fact that this exists at all means that my coming back is inevitable. But there are entities here that will begin to morph things. And if they figure out that this is not only an illusion, but a facsimile of the past, and could have a very real effect, then it could be disastrous. And he would say something else. Where do I have that little icon? You would say, actually, you'd say, before I continue, do you have any questions for me?
I think the only thing I would do is like confirm if he's God.
He would say, to the Gelden people, they would call me a god. I'm the culmination of all of their power, given form as this being. On this day, mortals will ascend me to a plane where I can no longer help my people or this world.
Ascend you, like as in the ritual done by the Ryul family?
Precisely. The same magic.
Hmm.
I'll be sended to a dimension beyond this one, where I can only help as a shadow of myself.
Do I know of any like draconic gods that would kind of fit his description?
You would probably know. Roll religion.
Um, that's a 21.
21, you have heard. Actually, you have not heard this anywhere else, but you have seen mentions in the Gelden archives and the various investigations you've done in temples of a god named Asgarath or Io. But
Oh, like
actually,
the stone.
until you have thought about it right now, in the past when you have viewed those appeared to be static and mixed up. But only thinking about it right now in this moment is it apparent that you have actually heard this name before.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Was that the same name that Garrus can say? Or was that a different one?
Someone called, it was not Garrus, but I do believe one of your enemies called you the servants of Asgarath.
Did it happen?
I feel like. Okay. Do you know what god you took the place of?
I did not take the place of any god. I was here from the very beginning. This ascension will send me far beyond where mortal gods go. I'll be nothing more than an observer.
In the after. Dun, dun, dun.
Observer in the after hours. And he will actually say, I can only imagine that it is by my will that you have ended up here to some degree. And for that, I thank you. I also appreciate you helping Lily. As we would call her, Alvara. She will gain her powers today, but she has the power to gain my power as well. That is a conversation for another time, however. For the time being, destroy this nightmare world. And we'll end it here. Since it is 3 o'clock.
It's bedtime.
You have a little bit more RP, obviously, after this, but it'll give you some more deets and shit.
Yeet. Hell yeah.
This one a little longer than I expected. But I hope you all had fun.
Yeah, it was good.
Gotta make a note.
I'm
Clock
sorry.
Back in time.
Why are you sorry?
Because
Sorry
I
for what?
was goofing at the soda machine.
No, I'm glad. I'm glad y'all had fun.
That's part of the fun.
That's part of the that's part of the festival. I wouldn't put it there if I didn't think someone's gonna goof with it.
Alright, I gotta head to bed.
Good night, Peter.
Good night,
Good
Peter.
All right.
I'm also going to bed.
Good night, Carly.
Good night, Carly.
Night.
Yeah, basically I imagine the level structure will work. There will be some shit for y'all to do, and after each thing, there will be a little bit more information revealed.
That's exciting. I'm looking forward to it.
Hope so. RPing so much shit in real time is so stressful.
Yeah, improv is difficult.
Cannot believe you rolled a 69 on side effects.
I
I don't know what a 69 on effect is. I have to check.
Yeah, tell me.
It has to be something also horny.
Horny.
There's no
yeah.
fucking way about it. Oh no. So a 69 actually would make you famous.
You release a sex tape. You become famous.
Jesus.
I cannot have a scout sex tape in the campaign. Or it's actually on a
Absolutely
VHS
cannot.
and no one can see it.
Howard.
No, it's a fucking Betamax. I feel like that's in line with her outdated technology. Was gonna be the next big thing. But Warforged just aren't. Warforged just aren't in vogue. They never caught on. Presumably, I don't know. We might find some. Modern Warforged.
Honestly, I think Modern Warforged 2 is the best one. Let's put it up for debate.
Not the remake.
No, not the remake, the original. Oh yeah, don't forget about y'all's potion boons.
Yar.
kind of want to call off tomorrow.
Do it.
I think I might.
I'm calling off tomorrow because I have to deal with a car.
That's not a
I
fun
don't-
reason to call off.
No, it isn't. I have to go to the DMV. What are you gonna say, Aya?
Oh, I'm just off tomorrow. Yep.
Nice.
Yay. Aya weekend.
Yeah, I'm off allegedly.
Allegedly, until you get
Any-
called in
Yeah, anything could happen. I think I should
to
be
your
fine.
manager.
My unreliable coworkers.
They suck.
People just call off all the time, willy nilly. Like, Jesus.
Me? But to be
Me
fair, when
talk-
I call off, it rarely impacts anybody else.
Me
Yeah.
talking about calling off willy nilly.
Well, it's
You deserve
different.
it though. You never call off,
Almost
And-
never, yeah. I call off like
Really?
once or twice an entire year.
and rarely are those for like a bullshit reason, anyways.
No, the last time was COVID. That's
So,
unavoidable.
besides, you've been having to deal with a stressful fucking store, and I think you deserve a break.
Yeah, why are you guys still open? For real.
What the fuck? Did they ever figure out what they were gonna do, or have they gotten repairs lined up at least?
Supposedly there are repairs lined up. As to the extent of that, we will have to see. Because if they are not replacing the carpet, I am calling OSHA.
That's legit. Because otherwise, that's a hazardous work environment. You will get sick.
Yes. That is fucking mold. I'm not breathing that
Also-
shit in.
Talk about a fucking hazard to your goddamn customers coming in who are probably getting their fucking medication.
Exactly.
That could include people who have bad respiratory systems or have weak immune systems. Which breathing in those fucking mold spores would be very bad.
Which is almost all of our customers.
So maybe they should fucking get it through their fucking head that they just need to replace the fucking carpet. I mean, I kind of get it from their perspective in the sense that it's a massive issue. Like, they have to completely undo all those shelves, move them, rip up the carpet. That's like, the store's going to be closed, definitely for a day or two at the very least. Which I think from a manager's perspective really fucking sucks, but you really don't have an option to do otherwise. This has to happen.
Yeah.
And better now before it gets worse. Will.
Exactly.
Because it is going to get way worse.
It can only get worse from here.
I do feel like 2024 can quit pretty much any time it wants to.
Dude, so, like, I feel that. And I'm not, like, into horoscopes or anything, but my friend was literally telling me, like, because she is into horoscopes, but she was like, yeah, so there was, like, a full moon last month, and I gotta say, the yearly horoscopes literally said, Pisces this year, watch out for full moons. Because, you actually have a bad horoscope for moons this time. It's very rare, but Pisces got fucked. And I'm like, she's like, yeah, you, Alice, me, all terrible times this month. I'm like, shit, okay, maybe it's just a bad year. 2024 is just cursed all around. Believe
It
it.
is. It's a shitty year, but also, I don't know. I definitely believe and sometimes that stuff is scarily accurate. Because you can interpret anything out of it that you want to, it's really easy to map onto life, but also, like, I don't know.
Yeah, sometimes it just be
circumstances
accurate.
are weird. Yeah, sometimes circumstances just be weird like that, but also this year fucking sucks.
Mm-hmm. Terrible. I somehow managed to lose the car key to the Prius during the move.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
And it's the only key to the Prius. I remember having it and literally packing it somewhere, but I looked for it and I cannot find it and it's literally lost. And then the landlord has been messaging me being like, you guys need to move your car out of here. Like, oh god. Now I'm afraid she's gonna tow it, but I like tried to text her being like, I have to call out of work specifically just to go to the DMV to get a title to then prove to Toyota that we own this vehicle so that they can give us a new replacement key. Please chillax. That's what I gotta do tomorrow.
That sucks.
Thankfully, even though we lost the one remaining key, we have the old fob for like the other one. I don't know if you know how Prius keys work, but it's the one where it's like they have the electric fob and then the actual key itself slots into that. And because we have the old fob, apparently they can just cut a new key from that one. And so we should
Oh,
only have
that's
to pay
good.
$50 for a replacement key, but we do have to get the title from the DMV, which I think is going to be the worst part.
Agreed. Can't believe Alexander went bunny mode.
I didn't know what else to do.
That
It was so
amazing.
good.
Yeah, no, I did. Fucking chef's kiss. Beautiful. I like that only Scout saw it, really.
Scout's also the only one that saw the teeth marks on the wires that he chewed through.
My
Scout
God,
knows
sister.
damning information about Alexander.
Scout
She's
could
gonna
take
take it to the
Alexander out in
grave
an
with her.
instant.
No, she's gonna take it to the grave.
Scout's a good friend. Scout and Alexander's relationship and how it's developed. Now that's a chef's kiss.
Yeah.
It's good.
Good stuff.
They do need to get into like a benign slap fight over something soon, though. They need to have, instead of like trying to kill each other for real, I feel like they need to have a like slightly too dramatic for the subject material baby fight.
That beach episode y'all are gonna have.
Exactly. They need to have a beach episode fight. Do you see my vision, Aya?
I sees it.
Just slapping each other with their little paws.
I like the idea of gnome paws.
Yeah. Gnome paws.
Sounds so horrifying. Gnome paws.
You know they definitely have paws. What else would they have?
Certainly not little hands.
No, that'd be weird.
Jesus. Ugh. I have to go get some ibuprofen because my head hurts.
That's such a...
Goodbye forever, Shade.
Were y'all doing anything else today or just chilling?
Probably just chilling. For me, anyways.
Sure.
Oh, did you stop the recording for Sue?
Oh shit, good point.
Sorry, you were gonna say something?
No, I was saying